Hey guys, so I'm so sorry it's taken me over time to get on. I had an unexpected activity right before, and for whatever reason, the settings for going actually live on my side of things was completely messed up. So I had to try to figure out how to get those settings back on track again. Um, I'm gonna give you guys a couple of minutes because I know I'm late, so maybe you guys thought I wasn't gonna be able to attend again this week, but I am here and I am excited to talk about the new makeup and just makeup in general. I know there's so much that's been going on right now, so many sales, so many this, so many that's, and if you're wondering what's been going on with my videos for Swagmas, they are coming. I had intended to get a video up today, in addition to today's video, and my activities came up quicker than I expected, so I had to leave the house, and I'm just now getting back in the house. So it has definitely taken me some time, but I am here and I'm so excited to spend whatever amount of time with you guys that I can. I'm just going to give you guys a couple more minutes, like I said, to roll in, and I'm just going to get a drink of my water because, like I said, I pretty much got back home and tried to sit down, start this live, and then I found out that my settings were incorrect. So I've been rolling for a little bit. If you're wondering what the activity was that I did, I actually just got back from watching Gladiator with a friend. It was really good. I'm very surprised, but also positively and like happily surprised at how well they were able to kind of combine both what happened in the first movie and like explain some things that they never explained in the first movie, and then of course present the new movie. I will say, and I won't give any spoilers, but I will say that there was a lot of similar plot line than I was expecting. I was expecting kind of a little bit more of a separate plot line, but because they kept a very similar plot line, it was very easy for you to kind of assume what was going to happen next. Not a bad thing, just something to know. So, yeah, that's pretty much that. I'm gonna give you guys about one more minute and then I'm just gonna go ahead and dive on in. I will say there's not much makeup to talk about because, of course, right now it's all about the sales. And as I've said in a couple of videos now, I apologize I was not able to get up a Black Friday video. Honestly, it was just so much going on and it was just very overwhelming for me, like extremely overwhelming for me, and I just had to take a complete step back. If you're wondering, I did not buy anything during Black Friday at all. Well, no makeup or beauty items. I bought like home stuff. Like I finally bought my first robotic vacuum, and that's been a thing, and I just bought some other bits and bobs like that. I did not buy any makeup, and truly you guys will be seeing like kind of the reasoning for that in the video that I do still plan to get up tonight. It's just going to be later than I had hoped. It's just I haven't even touched the basically any of the makeup that I bought for the Sephora savings event sale, and so I just genuinely cannot justify picking up even more makeup, picking up more things. I have so much. I have so much, and I'm so happy and appreciative and thankful for all the things I have. And so I cannot justify getting any more. Not really. Not in the grand scheme of things. I really want to, like I said, really just love on what I have and go with that. So I think I'm going to go ahead and start. And if you guys roll in, cool. If not, I appreciate any and everybody who is watching this on the playback. If you are watching this on the playback, I would love if you go ahead and give this video a huge thumbs up. Even if you're watching it live, I would love if you give this video a huge thumbs up as well. Also, if you're not already subscribed, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button down below. But with that said, I'm just going to go ahead and dive right on in to the new makeup releases that I want to talk about. Like I said, there's not very many. As of recording this part of the video, I have not done anything in my description box, but I will be working on that right after this video as well. And of course, giving you guys all of the information on the items that are on my face. I did a very basic, subtle look. I just wanted to get something on my face basically, and it's been on for quite some time now, and it's really holding up quite nicely. So I will have everything listed and linked down below per usual right after I'm done with this live. So DD's Signature is coming out with a Fearless Holiday Eyeshadow Palette. I believe they came out with this for more Christmas than anything, and to my knowledge, this is actually already out. This, let me make sure. Yeah, it launched on the 29th of November at noon, so I definitely know that it's already available. And I have tried a handful of things from DD's Signature, mainly one eyeshadow palette, if memory serves me correctly. And if memory serves me correctly, that was their holiday palette, I want to say last year. I felt like the products were good, but some of the formulas weren't the best. I want to say the matte formula wasn't a preferred texture. Like some textures are just different, mattes or powders, not mattes or powders. All mattes aren't made the same, more or less. And I will say that I do like their formula, but I don't think that it was like a loved formula, if that makes sense. So I'm not really interested in this. And now looking at this picture, I don't think that this is actually the best one, because I want to say that last row is not actually fully shown. So I will just go ahead and show you guys this image here. Either way, I'm not super interested in this particular image personally. It just doesn't scream to me. And so for me, I am going to easily pass. If you're wondering the price, it is $44.99. And yeah, if you are interested, I of course will have it linked down below. And I forgot my little spiel, so let me give you guys my spiel real quick. All of the items will be listed and linked down below. If they are an affiliate link, there will be an asterisk behind it. If you shop through it, I very much appreciate it. Otherwise, it's no big deal at all. And I did not create this idea concept. This is something that I created inspired by Samantha March's Will I Buy It series. Sorry. Like I said, I just kind of sat down, so I'm a little off my game, but I'm trying. So keeping it going, let's talk about the new Unearthly collection, because they do have a very interesting collection and I think it would be nice to talk about it. So first of all, as is pretty much all of this makeup, this is a holiday release and it is called Just a Tease. In this, it's kind of a vampire world inspired collection where it has muted plums and sultry reds, and there is a price breakdown, I do believe. Doesn't look like it. So this collection includes a palette, a highlighter, and lip oils. I do know that it is available, and I do know that the influencers that typically get Unearthly PR have already received it. I've seen a couple people feature this in videos. So let's talk about it. The lip oils, I think everybody, you're either interested in picking up their lip oils or you're not. There's really not a huge kind of gray area, if you will. The highlighter, I don't think would work on me. I think that that white would be just a little too white. That said, sometimes white highlighters actually do work on me because they're more of a white gold. So it just kind of depends on if there is a flash on that particular product. As far as the eyeshadow palette, I really think that this eyeshadow palette is really, really pretty. I just don't think I'm going to get the use out of it that I want to out of this palette. And that's going to continue to be a very running theme for me personally as we continue to go on, hopefully, as I continue to enjoy beauty and just get more familiar with this industry and this hobby that I have. There's so many things that I like and I want, but I need to really think about, am I going to get the use out of this where it warrants me purchasing it? So for this particular collection, I did go ahead and skip, and I'm very happy with that decision. I think that it's a pretty collection, beautiful palette, But I just think ultimately it's not something that I'm going to get the use out of that will justify me picking it up. Cosmic Brushes has come out with a holiday release as well. They did just recently come out with a mystery box, which, if you are interested, quite a few other YouTubers have definitely picked up that mystery box and then, of course, subsequently shown it on their channels. This is the Tis the Season collection, and this particular post that I pinned does not show the inside of the products, so I'm just going to go to a more recent pin where it actually does. As you can see, it's a very bad image, like shot wise, but this is pretty much a rainbow palette. I don't get a lot of use out of very colorful products right now, specifically colorful eyeshadow products. So I decided to go ahead and pass on this. I will say I can wholeheartedly promote Cosmic Brushes as a brand. So if you are really interested in this palette, if you love are you interested in trying this brand for the first time, I definitely think that this brand's formula, all of the palettes that I've tried, which I have about 4 or 5 at this point, are all fantastic quality. They definitely are one of those brands that I strongly would say pick her up. But I just decided to skip. That said, they have 2 cream blushes, and I'm very intrigued by these cream blushes. If memory serves me correctly, this brand is actually Black owned, so I'm hopeful that these cream brushes are nice and saturated, nice and pigmented, but also blendable as well. There are also 2 lipsticks, and I do believe, once again, this is a new category to the brand. So the lipsticks are 10 pounds. The blushes are 12 pounds, and the eyeshadow palette is 28 pounds. The whole collection is $45. I do know that it's available, and I will give you guys the same caution that I always give you guys if you're interested in this brand. Not only, of course, shop for affiliate links. I know they have a plethora of affiliate links. Same with Unearthly Cosmetics. A plethora of affiliate links are out there. But know that their shipping is quite expensive if you live in North America or the US. I do know that. So just beware of that. And for that reason, I'm not necessarily going to go ahead and pick up those cream blushes and potentially a lipstick. I'm going to wait. Maybe there will be a palette in the future that I will want to pick up from this brand. Otherwise, I will be honest, I am so interested and excited for the brand to be expanding, and I'm interested to try these formulas, but at the same time, I cannot justifiably say I don't have these blush shadow. Wow. I cannot justifiably say I don't have these blush shades or these lipstick shades. I do. So I'm going to once again go ahead and skip over all. Beautiful collection. I absolutely love this still image that they have with the purple or kind of maroon imaging of the Christmas or holiday images with, of course, their packaging as well. I think it looks beautiful and outstanding, but I am just going to go ahead and skip personally. I don't need it. I don't need it. So big news coming in, Lime Crime is no longer selling makeup. They've decided to go ahead and focus on other avenues that they are now featuring on their website. It'll be really interesting if they change the name of the brand, because the brand is Lime Crime Makeup. But regardless, I think that this is a very interesting move. I mean, to be fair, the brand really has not done well since its kind of original owner did some very interesting things. So very interesting decision for them, and I completely understand. I'm sure they don't make financially the amount of money in beauty and makeup as they did in the other categories that they currently are selling. I don't know many people who are still purchasing from Lime Crime, but like I said, if you are an avid fan, I will say this is probably going to be the time that if you have like staple products that you get from them, I would say try to go to their website now, get maybe one item to have, and then you can slowly find another version in another brand. So that is one thing. I will say one thing that I did not pin, and I do know, is that Makeup Geek is now releasing makeup again. I don't know if she's releasing it under the Makeup Geek naming or if she's releasing it under a different name. She, of course, is referring to Marlena, but I will look into it more closely because I haven't really had time to look look into it too much, and I will have that information down below for you guys, because I do find it interesting that she is coming back, and I would love to see kind of what she's coming back as. I know at one point she had just recently relaunched like a website or for a community to come together, and I'm pretty sure that went well, so I'm sure that's why she decided to go ahead and relaunch Makeup Geek, and I hope that this time it works out for her. I know a lot of people loved her brand because they had such solid products, and so I hope that she's able to continue bringing out those solid products and maybe just making better business decisions for this kind of new launch of Makeup Geek. Another kind of celebrity that's coming out with a makeup range is apparently Paris Hilton. Apparently, she's coming out with a makeup range in 2025. This is not a collection that I'm interested in at all. It's called 1111 apparently. Like I said, I'm not really interested in it. I have no hate for Paris Hilton. I don't really know much about her except for like the couple of headlines that happened when I was a kid. But other than that, I know nothing about her, and that's fine. That's fine. So I'm going to go ahead and skip, but I figured in case you are a diehard Paris Hilton fan, there you go. Another collection that I feel like is very, very kind of been under the rug. I don't think a lot of people have talked about this collection or really showcased it on their channel, is Lunar Beauty's latest launch, which is called the Day and Night collection. So in this collection, he has two eyeshadow palettes. Now, if you did not know, Lunar Beauty tends to have bigger palettes, and I actually have one right here on my desk. So I'll show you so you can get kind of a general kind of idea on the sizing of their palettes normally. So normally their palettes are about an 18 pan, maybe even a 20 some odd pan, but they're usually like a bigger palette, and sometimes they're even this thick. Usually they're about this thickness, although this one was like, I would say the thickest because they modeled it to be like a book. Anyways, so because he did not do that this time, it looks like he came out with two 9-pan palettes, but they are magnetic. So you can literally connect them front and back. And as the name of the collection would suggest, one is for kind of day appropriate looks. The other is for night appropriate looks. Now, if you know what I am doing right now, makeup wise and like eyeshadow wise and stuff, I am definitely reaching for these types of tones. Today, I actually went ahead and reached for my Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette, and it's pretty much the exact same tones here, right? They're no, which way do I go? This way. They're pretty much the exact same tones. The only difference is that it's literally in the same palette. I will say that this lighting right now is actually washing this palette out quite a lot because all of these shades are not as light as they appear. Regardless, not the point. The point is I have these shades. I do enjoy Lunar Beauty's formula. I will say that. But because I already have these shades, I don't need it. I really don't need it. He's also coming out with some more lip oils. I absolutely love his lip oils. They are some of my favorite formulas when it comes to lip oil formulas, but I do not particularly need these. I already have them, both flavor and all of it. I have it. I don't need it. And then lastly is the eyelashes. I have favorite eyelashes, and although I have favorite eyelash brands, and so I think I'm going to stick with those. Every time I kind of gravitate out of that kind of core collection, I find that I'm actually quite disappointed. I typically reach for a thicker band. I know a lot of people like thinner bands, but some of my favorite brands for lashes are actually Juvia's Place. My favorite are the Egypts and the Egypt Excels. It just depends on the vibes that I'm in. And then of course, Lily Lashes Miami style. Those are kind of my three favorite styles. I used to go through these styles left and right, and I literally have stacks of them just chilling here, and I have them chilling there because I have not reached for lashes in quite some time. I've been very comfortable, you know, with just my normal eyelashes based on the mascara or whatever I have. So I'm gonna skip on this whole collection. Is once again, it's quite beautiful, and I would say formula wise, I can wholeheartedly give my support on those eyeshadows and those lip oils just based on the formulas that I've tried on both categories from this brand. But I am personally going to pass. If you're wondering about the prices, the eyeshadow palettes are $49, which you have to get the duo combined. The lashes are $18. The lip oils are $18 as well, and you can get the whole bundle for $87. Not too expensive in the grand scheme of things when it comes to bundles of this size. But yeah, I am going to go ahead and pass. I already talked about this. This is just talking about, once again, line crime and that they're only going to be carrying hair care. I do believe their main thing that they do hair care wise are hair dyes, and they're not permanent. They're actually temporary hair dyes. So in case you are somebody who wants to temporarily dye your hair, lime crime may still be the avenue for you. So this is the one palette that I'm yearning for. I won't lie. I am actually yearning for this palette. This is the Inslee Rain Light, what is it called? Light in Your Eyes palette. It looks gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Not only is there, of course, neutrals in here, but there are muted purples and muted greens. I've never tried Inslee Rain, but when I tell you this would be the palette that I would try, this would be the palette I would try. I think that this palette is absolutely stunning. The textures that you can see in this palette is just absolutely beautiful. My only thing is that Inslee Rain palettes are so expensive. This one is $75. It is a 21 pan, but it's so expensive. I'm not saying that it's not worth it. I'm not saying that it's not justified. I'm just saying that the palettes are expensive, and that can be a lot to go ahead and put your money in for the first time. So in this palette, there are 10 sparkly shimmers, which is a combination of holochromes, duochromes, and spicy neutrals, shimmers, okay, with a variety of ultra sparkly finishes. And then there are 11 buildable mattes. I love mattes. I love building mattes into my crease when I'm creating a look for fun. And I think that, of course, I would have so much fun building looks with this. Is this a palette that I think if I pick it up, it's going to fill the void in my collection? Absolutely not. It's not. But it's a beautiful palette nonetheless. There, once again, is a variety of different affiliate codes that I would highly recommend you go ahead and shop around for. Find your favorite creator that has an affiliate code with them and put that in so that you can get some form of money off. I believe their affiliate codes are only 10% off, which at least is something towards your shipping, if not your full shipping, depending on your state tax and all of that jazz. Wait, not state tax, depending on how far you are far away from here. And if not, it should go towards your state tax. That's what I meant to say. As of right now, I have not picked this up. I am going to do my absolute best to stop myself from picking this up at least until the new year. I have so many things that are nice and shiny, sparkly, that I want to get some more use out of. So my goal is to stop myself from picking this up, but I must say this is absolutely stunning. And out of everything that I talk about today, this would be the product that I would say I really, really want. We'll see if I pick it up though. We will see if I pick it up. Some more cream blushes coming in from Covergirl. They're not only coming out with cream blushes, they also have cream highlighters and cream bronzer sticks. This makes complete sense. These are all in a balm type formula. Typically when it's a balm type formula, not only is it kind of very weightless, very effortless, very easy to blend, but it is also very natural, very subtle makeup. It does seem like the the pendulum, if you will, has drastically switched to kind of more subtle, like effortless, clean girl makeup. I don't really wear clean girl makeup in the grand scheme of things. You typically will know that I'm wearing makeup. It's very few times out of my days that I wear makeup that I wear it in a clean girl fashion. And typically, I will say these types of products that are in these like sticks and that are and that are stated to be a balm, I don't particularly like because I find they don't give enough pigment. These aren't available as of yet, but I will keep my eye out. I'll watch my favorite creators to see if they are loving these products. We'll see. I have already done my declutter for all of my cheek products. You guys haven't seen it yet. That will be coming up probably next week. And you will see that I did once again fluff off a lot of excess things that I just do not need, don't get any use out of, don't get any enjoyment by having in my collection. And so, my goal in doing this declutter this year is to not declutter a whole bunch of stuff and then bring a whole bunch of stuff in. That was not my goal, and I hope that I can continue to keep this mindset. My mindset is to actually use my products, and so I have a lot. I do. And as much as I love makeup, as much as I love getting more opinions on makeup, seeing more things about makeup, I'm just going to go ahead and probably slow down drastically. Still bringing in, enough that I think it would be fun to review certain things on my channel, etc. But like, I need to find that balance just a little bit better than I have in the past. And I just saw your comment, Lock Maiden. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Um, as I hope everybody that is currently watching is doing well, even if you don't comment down in the live chat. Um, so Clean Reserve, they are coming out with another perfume, and this one is Whipped Cherry. I do believe this is already out. Oh no, it comes out on December 6th. I will say that I do have one. I have one clean scent, and this is Clean Reserve. No, what is it? Skin Reserve. That's the one that I have from Clean. I absolutely love that scent. That is a very, very beautiful, interesting, unique skin scent that is something a little bit more elevated than kind of the typical vanilla or the typical skin scent. It's a more elevated version of Juliet Has a Gun, Vanilla Ink. Vanilla Sink? Is it Vanilla Ink? It's vanilla something. So I really love that perfume. I have not really dove into Clean Reserve as a brand though, but they do have this new scent, as I said, and the notes there are wild cherry, apple blossom, and vanilla cream. It is in the warm and sweet gourmands scent type. And the fragrance family is warm and spicy. So I definitely think that this is an interesting scent profile. Once again, I do know that my local Sephora, or a local Sephora to me, has the Clean Reserve range. And so I'd be very interested to see how much of that creamy vanilla is really going to project out. And then once again, how much of that cherry is going to project out. As I've told you guys before, I have two cherry scents currently in my collection, and I only really love one. The other one will probably be on the chopping block for next year. I really want to continue to just chip away at some of the scents that I just no longer get too much enjoyment keeping in my collection. That way I can continue to narrow down. The one good thing I will say about perfume is as long as you don't have it exposed to light, you can really keep them for quite a long time. And so it's a little bit different to me than my makeup. It does not necessarily expire as much or in the same way as makeup does. Perfume in a different way can get more potent and more juicy the longer you have it. So long story short, I am not going to run to pick this up. I will probably get my nose on this eventually when I finally go into Sephora to redeem my fragrance voucher that I have because I picked up one of the sampler sets from the Sephora favorites kits. So I'll probably get my nose on this then because it will be available. Now, will it be in store at that Sephora? The world may never know. But that would be the one time that I kind of aim to get my nose on it. Otherwise, really, I'm not too pressed over getting my nose on this. Like I said, I have a lot of perfumes. I could not tell you the last time I did a perfume collection, but I have not really picked up any perfumes this year. So if I did one last year, it's pretty much the same collection outside of a handful of perfumes that I've actually finished this year, which you guys will see throughout this month during Swagmas. So yeah, super, super happy to see another interesting, unique scent that could eventually find its way in my collection, but it's going to take some time prior to it doing so. Glaminatrix, which is a brand I have not bought from in quite some time. There was a point where I was buying Glaminatrix left and right, but the time is no longer here. I will say these palettes are absolutely stunning. I love the curated collections here. A lot of brands do this eventually, and I love that these are 6 pans. I love that there are 3 mattes, 3 shimmers. Each shade has a purpose in all of these palettes. You can use both the columns to make a look, or you can kind of curate it however you want. I really, really like these palettes for the brand. I like them overall. And so, yeah, not something that I'm thinking about getting. Like I said, I will say I used to get Glaminatrix a lot. I loved their formulas, but I found that their mattes were my favorite part. I did really love their shimmers, but I found their shimmers sometimes were get really messed up in shipping, or even if I happen to drop the products here, and I drop my makeup so much that like it hurts. It hurts. Lock Maiden, girl, don't I know it? My skin has just been so dry. Like crazy, crazy dry. I know for me, the issue is that I'm not keeping up with my skincare, mainly just because when I get home from work, I really just want to crash. I don't want to wipe my makeup. I don't want to wash my face. And even when I'm in the shower, I did not have a cleanser. I just recently hauled a cleanser though, thank God. So I will be putting that in my shower. That way I can at least wash my face when I'm in the shower. The issue is, even if I do wash my face in the shower, I then have to put my moisturizer on at minimum. And sometimes I just cannot be bothered to do it. But I definitely understand the healthy, glowy look has been a staple of mine, I feel like, for about 2 years now, which is why I got rid of so much of my kind of more matte makeup in this last declutter. Between that and then of course a lot of that stuff was just expired. I'd had a lot of that makeup for quite some time, and I was just hanging on to it because those were favorite formulas, those were good formulas, those were solid formulas, and I did not want to let them go. But I'm learning and I'm trying to do better at the fact that like I don't want to keep a formula just because it's really good and then it gives me acne and then it gives me breakouts and then I have these blackheads and I have this hyperpigmentation, and then it's like a journey to get my skin back to where it was before. So I definitely hope that your glowy skin is working out for you. And yeah, the makeup purchasing, it it's a hard balance. It's such a hard balance, right? Especially because I know you know, because you're a creator as well. It's just, it's so hard sometimes to see something you're interested in, see something that you think your audience would want to see you showcase, and balancing that with maybe the quantity of times that you actually wear makeup or the amount of makeup that you actually get through, and justifying it. Sometimes you just can't, especially with a smaller audience. Like, you know, you get smaller paychecks from YouTube, and not saying that that's like why I would buy a whole lot of makeup. I'm trying not to do that. But what I'm saying is that if it was so much of my job that I'm getting like a paycheck, a worth of money, I would be able to kind of justify it a little bit better. Does that make sense? I don't think it does, but kind of like what you guys said, where I'm like a normal consumer that just like shows what I buy. I feel like I've gotten to the point where I'm consuming a little bit. Oh, my bad. I feel like I've gotten to the point where I'm consuming just a little bit too much. Does that make sense? Yeah. All right. Let me pull my screen back up on my phone so that you guys don't see that. I didn't realize that you guys were seeing all of that. That is completely my bad. So, Give Me Glow. Give Me Glow is coming out with a new collection, and I have not bought, once again, from Give Me Glow since maybe 2022. And so no shade, no tea. It's just been a brand that I've just slowly went away from. I hated that their eyeshadow palettes had such big pans. I really could not stand it. And they kept saying that they could not formulate their formula in like smaller pans. And now we see a palette with smaller pans. So it is what it is. Either way, this is a beautiful eyeshadow palette. Once again, it is a beautiful kind of neutrals lover's dream. And right now, that is right up my alley. I think it looks absolutely stunning. They also have a plethora of lip kits, which look stunning. If you know me, I love a good lip kit. And then, of course, they have lip oils. All stunning, all in that neutral brown family. This is my bread and butter. I typically, right now, lip products, browns or nothing, you know? So this is going to be a hard collection for me to say no to. I mean, it's easier in the fact that it's Give Me Glow, and so I typically don't really buy from them anymore. So it's not a brand that I feel like I have to kind of stop myself from going to their website and this and that. Like, no, that's definitely not the case, but it is a very beautiful collection. I love everything about this collection. I love that it's a neutral lover's dream. And yeah, it is already available. Once again, you can get some money off with affiliate codes. All of these brands, you can pretty much get an affiliate code at this point. I don't have an affiliate code with any of these brands, and I will be revamping my affiliate code description in the new year. Actually, I might just do it now that I'm thinking about it. But anyways, I think that all of these products are really, really nice, very cute, but nothing that I need. Whew. Alrighty, not too many more items. I only have 3 other items pinned. So if you have new makeup releases that you want me to go ahead and talk about, please go ahead and comment them down below. And I will work on finding them so that we can talk about them. So it looks like Gourmande Girls is sneak peeking another palette. I realized that they sneak peeked something the last time we did this video that was like months away. And I guess now this is something that is actively about to come about for them. This is Frozen Kiss. And, you know, it looks very, I wouldn't say that this looks cool toned, but it looks a little too cool toned for me. Does that make sense? It looks like there's a splash of warm tones here and there, but overall, I just don't know if this is meant for me. This is coming out December 6th at 11 EST, 11 a.m. EST, by the way. Yeah, I think this is an easy pass for me. Not colors that I'm interested in right now. And yeah, I haven't really reached for a cool tone in years. That's why I've slowly kind of decluttered all the cool tone eyeshadow palettes that I had in my collection. I do still have a smattering of cool tones in like palettes that aren't mainly cool tone, or even in my single shadows, which I'm debating honestly just chucking all of my singles. I haven't looked at them, touched them, done anything with them pretty much all year. But once again, that's another thing for another day. Um, this Frozen Kiss palette, just not for me. I do not believe I've tried Gourmande Girls yet. So maybe in the future they will release something that will be up my alley. It looks like Native is doing two different collaborations, one with Dunkin and the other one with Jarrito. I don't know what Jarrito is, but apparently they're doing collaboration with both. Um, Basically, Native does a lot of kind of natural type ingredient type stuff. Well, not natural, but like aluminum free, pathone free, paraben free, all of those types of things. So they do deodorants, lotions, body washes, and hair care. Um, I don't know what the second kind of Jarritos or whatever that is. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's a drink. Isn't that like a Mexican juice drink? I see that a lot in like Mexican restaurants that I go to. Regardless, these are deodorants and body care that you can get in these kind of scented things. Not my vibe. I've actually changed. I used to do Native a lot. That was the deodorant of choice that I used to use. I no longer use them. I can't even remember the deodorant that I picked up. But it's like the full body one. I think it's like that orangey yellow packaging. I actually really like it. I think that it's good. Don't get me wrong. That's not a deodorant for like a sweaty day, but I like it. I like it nonetheless. And if you're interested in the scents that are available for the Dunkin collection, they have Boston cream, vanilla sprinkle, strawberry frosted, and blueberry cobbler. And for the Jarritos collection, it's the pineapple, mandarin, watermelon, and passion fruit. They're all coming soon to Target. A variety of different products. And as far as the pricing, you get $14 for the lotion, $13 for that deodorant, $10 for the body wash, $10 for the shampoo and conditioner, and yeah, that's all. Cool, but not for me. Not for me. The last thing that I have pinned, so this is going to be quite a quick video for me. Usually my videos are a lot longer when I do these live. So like I said, if there's anything that you're interested in, please do comment it down below in the live chat. But anyways, Sephora seems to be doing a 20% off sale for everybody. And this is really interesting. I think this really speaks to the amount of people who are not buying right now. You know, we're in a place in the market right now where I feel a lot of people are hurting financially for a variety of different reasons, whether it's they don't have a job or their job isn't paying what they need them to pay. Some jobs aren't giving promotions or even, going with the inflation of items, especially if you don't work in a government agency. And so people just aren't spending money like they used to, especially not on beauty, regardless of what us creators show, whether it's me or somebody, 2 million people and everybody in between. I think that this truly shows that Sephora is hurting and they want more people to shop for them and at their location. You really saw that. I mean, the amount of people who talked about how they were not shopping for Black Friday because the sales weren't selling. This, once again, just truly speaks to it. I will say that this is available for quite a long period of time. This is going to be starting December 6th and going all the way until the 15th of December. And of course, again, you will be having 30% off on the Sephora collection. All you have to do is put this code have it all in your checkout and you are good to go. Once again, in the grand scheme of things, I think this really speaks to what people are buying and what people aren't buying, right? People really don't have the money to buy hundreds and hundreds of dollars of makeup at Sephora anymore. Or if they do, they're going to be smarter and they're going to wait until Fenty does a 30% off sale or Pat McGrath does a 40% tiered sale to get those items that they're really interested in. Of course, my camera. Now, a squirrel chatting. Let me put my mic all the way up. Maybe that's better. Let me check my levels. Oh, much better. Okay, good. Um, where was I? The squirrel got me. I'm sorry. I got you, girl. I got you. For me, I definitely agree. I hope not to be Rouge next year, and honestly, I hope not to be Diamond for Ulta either. I don't think I've met that goal for either. Um, and I'm okay with that. I truly am. I think that, you know, everybody has that moment in whatever their hobby is, whether they collect the hobby or they cherish the hobby, whatever it is, where they kind of just meet a wall. And I feel like for me, collection wise, I have met a wall for my makeup. I have a Calyx. Is it Calyx? I believe it's a Calyx like 24688 like cube storage bin, and in it I have reserved 246 cubes specifically. No, well, actually 5 cubes specifically for my makeup. And then I have a storage on this desk for my makeup, and I had intended to get then an additional storage to put in my restroom for kind of my everyday makeup or my work makeup. That is a lot. It's a lot. It's so much. And so for me, this downsizing is just, I hope, a way to reflect in a better way. I hope that coming into 2025, I will have a different kind of method on how I am using my makeup and getting use out of it. I'm currently in the middle of doing a vlog. Actually, today I started the vlog, and then, like I said, I got sidetracked because I went out to hang out with a friend. But in said vlog, I will be showing you guys kind of how I put all of my items back in their storage. And hopefully, when I do that, they're not as overflowing as they were this year. It really got to the point where I had cream blushes everywhere. I had products everywhere, and I was just so exhausted or kind of overwhelmed trying to find a spot for them, trying to put all the things away after I reviewed it. And that's not what I want. I don't want to be overwhelmed in a collection or even in a hobby that I value so much. This hobby has done so much for me mental health wise. Sometimes just sitting down here in my chair and putting on makeup is a therapy session for me. I mean, say what you will about the consumer aspect, say what you will about kind of, you know, the emotional toll that some people have, like feeling they cannot be beautiful or pretty without makeup. I think there is an element to even sitting down and putting makeup on, and it could be therapy to so many people. And so when I get to the point where I'm overwhelmed, I just feel disappointed. I feel disappointed in myself. I feel disappointed in the whole situation. And so that is one of the 10,000 reasons why I really want to slow down, makeup purchasing wise, and truly just love on what I have. Now, what it's going to look like and how I love on what I have, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do another project pan next year. I did 3 this year. I did the graveyard project pan, I did my beauty project pan, and I did my makeup project pan. Yeah, so I did about 3 project pans, and although I won't regret that I did any of them, because in each project pan I have learned something about either the makeup product that I had in there or in myself. I've learned so much about myself and my usage and etc etc. There's still that element where sometimes I feel an anxiousness on making sure that I finish the products on time. So I feel like I very much went on a tangent, and I do apologize per usual. But what I will say is that I definitely think that I will be slowing down in 2025. And I hope that you guys are willing and able to kind of go through the journey with me. I completely understand for those who, you follow me just for me to review new makeup. And if I don't review enough new makeup for you, you want to kind of unsubscribe. I completely understand. I'll be sad, but I completely understand. This is just something I've got to do for me. I hit a lot of financial tolls this year, moving and furnishing an apartment that had a lot more space than I've had ever in my life. And I'm so excited and I'm so happy for this space. And I'm continuing to make this space my own every day. And, that takes money. It takes money. I mean, even some of the smallest things, needing a lint roller. If you don't got it, you gotta buy it. So I really need to prioritize different things right now. And so, yeah, the spiel is gone on and it just keeps going. So I'm gonna try to stop myself now. Do you guys have any other makeup or beauty items that you want to discuss? Any sales that you're really interested in talking about? I do know that there are a plethora of sales that have been extended. I keep getting the emails. I can't wait for the emails to stop, but I know as soon as they stop, there's going to be New Year's sales coming right around the corner. If you guys did not know, my birthday is New Year's Eve, and usually during this month, I blow money on beauty specifically. And I blow my Ulta points, I blow my Sephora rewards, all of that. I'm not going to be doing that this year. Like I just said, I have so much stuff that I need to get through to be able to do a review on. And my goal is to review all of the makeup that I have in my drawers, because I bought this makeup this year. And so I want to kind of go into 2025 with clear bins and just have everything exactly where it's supposed to be in my makeup collection. So I'm not going to be doing that this year, and I'm okay with that. I'm very much okay with that. I think that it is the perfect decision for me, and sometimes you got to do what's best for you, and that's it. That's what's best for me. Thank you, Lock Maiden. Thank you so much. Um, but yeah, I think that that is it. My camera, let me just preemptively switch it so that it doesn't freak out again. Um, is there anything else you guys want to talk about? If not, I guess we can just call it an early session. I feel like my lives are always crazy, crazy long, and this one is going to be under an hour because I got here late. Um, I have been intentionally avoiding them. Yeah, I get you, girl. I really do. It's been a lot. Um, and I think, yeah, sometimes you just have to avoid them. And I'm with you. I am completely with you. I think that it's going to be fun, hopefully, getting some more use out of my items, and just learning more about them so that I don't have to really do a whole swatch video to get it together. But, anyways, I'm going to call it a night. I have so much other stuff to do. Like I said, I will be filling out that description box right after this video, and I will be getting the actual video that I wanted to go live today, live as well. So you guys are going to be getting double the Blake. It's just going to be in a different order than had been expected. Tomorrow's video, I don't know what it's going to be, but I don't work tomorrow, so I will make sure to get that video up, and tomorrow might be another double hitter for Swagmas as well. But yeah, I'm really excited for Swagmas, even though it's started at a rocky point. It's very exciting. I have so much beautiful content that I want to get out to you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. So I will see you guys in my next video, which of course will be in like an hour or two. And then as far as the live, I hope to see you guys next week. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. Bye, guys.